All right, I guess we're live. What a crazy innings by Suryavanshi. That was some hitting. Absolute madness. Leaving no stone unturned, unabashed, making 202 look like child's play. Incredible innings from Suryavanshi. But now RCB has picked up a few wickets and is almost back into it. Three back-to-back wickets, and Riyan Parag has also been dismissed by Krunal Pandya. So RCB are totally back into this. Let me just set this up. Right. So Riyan Parag has also been dismissed off of the bowling of Hazelwood. Catch taken by Krunal Pandya. They need about what 68 of 62 balls, and I think should be pretty comfortable even though RR doesn't bat too deep. But 60 of 62 on any given day, especially with the standards that we have in the IPL these days, should be easy peasy lemon squeezy. But you never know with this game. You can never take it easy. Jadeja comes on to the strike. Jurel is set. Also, actually, Jurel batted pretty well with Vaibhav Suryavanshi. Didn't look like he was in any sort of bother. Played his natural game. In fact, looked more elegant and played strokes down the ground versus Suryavanshi, who was just hitting all over the park. More sixes than anything, and I think Dhruv Jurel, on the other hand, hit more fours and pierced the gaps. Satya calls for a two, tight two. It's easily taken. Solid running. He almost wants a three. But Jadeja doesn't take the third. That was actually a great shot by Riyan Parag, although it almost went straight into the hands of Krunal Pandya. Good running catch to his left. Came very quickly. And yeah, Hazelwood gives a glimmer of hope to the RCB fans across the world. Vaibhav Suryavanshi, I mean, the more said about him, the doesn't seem enough. Like, what a guy. I mean, 15-year-old just hitting everyone out of the park, regardless of bowlers, whether it's Bhuvneshwar Kumar, Josh Hazelwood, Krunal Pandya, or even the other bowlers for RCB. I mean, I was listening to commentary and Arsha Bogle said, "Young man, there are reputations to maintain. Please be careful." That totally summarizes what mindset this young man comes with, right? Like, he doesn't even care. He's just watching the ball, playing the ball on its merit. He said in the last game that he did think of the bowler, but tried to focus just on the ball that is coming at him and just try to play each ball on its merit. Never easy to do. Of course, it's easier said than done, but never easy to do. All right then, Krunal Pandya comes in for his third over. Jadeja plays the sweep to deep fine leg, and they take a comfortable two there. Seems to be a game that RR should take away from here. Just play sensible cricket. Unless they lose another. Spinners bowling bouncers is something. I mean, I think this is a stock delivery now. Krunal Pandya stops one almost tries to stop that single diving to his left, but isn't able to prevent the speed of Ravindra Jadeja, who takes a quick one, is back at the non-strikers end in a flash of a second. So 140 for 4, 10.4 overs. RR needs 62 of 56 balls. Dhruv Jurel on strike. Ooh. Back and across, plays it on the back foot, tries to cut it, doesn't find the fielder. Looked like he almost chopped it onto the wicket, but didn't. Played a very late cut straight to the fielder at point. That's pulled again. Just a single there. So 61 of 54. RCB needs to, of course, take wickets, but also ensure that the momentum is broken, and they have broken that momentum to an extent. The required rate is just at 6.78. They're going at a current rate of 12.82. So the first 10 overs, or the first 6 overs, in fact, where they scored 97 runs. 97 in a power play is incredible. Like almost every ball. I don't think I can consciously think of one ball which was a dot. Almost every ball, it was either Webb of Suryavanshi or Dhruv Jurel also, or just smacking it. Alright, Bhuvi comes back on, and he comes back on for his second spell, which is his third over. He's gone for 26 of the first two. Hazelwood has one left, Abhinandan has two, Krunal has one, and Tim David has three. Although Tim David is a part timer. There has to be a wicket here. In the next 2-3 overs, the next 2 overs, I'm calling it. There's something that is going to happen. Either a wicket, or you'd see a big over again from the pair in the middle. Also, while we're at it, ooh, no single there. Straight back at Bhuvi. So while we're at it, please hit the subscribe button and like the stream. Your support means a ton to us. So let's get this going and get the subscriber count up. So yeah, request you to do that. Bhuvi has also been hit today. 26 runs. I started off well in this third over of his, where he's given only one run of three balls. A single of the first ball, and then two dots back to back. Who's going to be bowling? Suddenly, RCB's lineup looks like an ordinary bowling lineup. And it by no means is an ordinary bowling lineup, given the way they've performed, but yeah, the way the opening pair, even Jaiswal, when the way he started, and then Dhruv Jurel and the 15-year-old show, Vaibhav Suryavanshi. This seems to be the perfect situation for Ravindra Jadeja. He just needs to be taking those singles and doubles and just rotating strike and hitting it into the gaps. This is a fairly big Guwahati stadium, so you can sort of take those doubles if you hit it in the gaps in the deep. I think that's sort of Ravindra Jadeja's natural game, and he seems to be living up to the billing as of now, although he's only scored 8 runs of 10 balls. He really doesn't need to do a lot different. An odd boundary here and there while that strike is being rotated, and you have like an 8, 9, 10 run over. So yeah, interesting point in the match. What do you guys think? Who's winning from here on? Anyone watching in the chat, drop your thoughts. Who do you think comes out trumps in this one? I feel both of these teams, regardless of this match, will go into the playoffs. This is only RCB's third game, whereas RR, on the other hand, is playing their fourth game. They've won the first three, so if they win this one, there'll be 4 back-to-back wins for them, and they'll continue to top the table with 8 points. On 49 on the board currently for Rajasthan Royals. Krunal Pandya seems to have some variations, right? The round arm delivery, the stock delivery, which is the overarm fastball, and then the regular off break. That's all. That's all Jadeja needs to do. Just keep chipping away. Hits it again at cow corner, runs quickly for the first, and comfortably finishes the second run. Cut once again to the fielder at point. Quick single. Risky one, but made it pretty comfortably in the end. Dhruv Jurel also has been pretty solid in the middle order. Performed well in the last game as well, taking on the momentum in this game. 45 of 23. Very sensible batting from the wicketkeeper bat. Krunal Pandya again goes for the short ball, doesn't bounce as much, and Jadeja tries to play the scoop and completely misses it. Has no clue what happened there. Was almost shocked and surprised that that ball came at him so quickly. Short ball again. Jadeja almost pulls it to square leg. Would have been a direct catch, but drops just short of Romario Shepherd. Krunal Pandya seems to be distraught. He thought that Romario Shepherd should have walked in or run in and caught that ball, but that was clearly a very, very difficult chance. End of the over. All right. What do you guys think? I think Hazelwood is back into the attack for his last over. RCB almost losing or running short of options. Hazelwood appeals. Hazelwood appeals. Oh no, that's not out. Will RCB go up? Seem to be pitching just outside leg, but they do appeal. It's almost in desperation, I feel, because they have two reviews with them, but I don't think it was out. Either pitching just outside off or umpire's call, just outside leg or umpire's call, or missing the wickets. Worst case, it's umpire's call, or best case, it's umpire's call. I don't think this would be out. Yep, looks to be missing the leg stump pretty clearly, actually. Desperate measures by RCB. They need a wicket somehow, from somewhere. Yep, I was right. Pitching outside leg. Kumar Dharmasena gestures to the third umpire. Byes taken, but the decision stands. Alright, 47 of 41. Hazelwood runs in once again for the second ball of the 13th over. Shot. Dhruv Jurel pulls that one, piercing the gap between square leg and deep fine leg. And that's another boundary. Dhruv Jurel moves on to 49. One run away from a well-deserved and well-made half-century. Great shot. Controlled, poised, perfect cricketing shot. Perfect in this situation. Just taps it again. Square leg for a comfortable single, and that brings up his 50 of 25 balls. Strike rate of 200. Salutes the dugout. Solid innings from Dhruv Jurel. 160 for 4 RR, 13.3 overs. They've chased this down almost like it's child's play. I mean, by no means a cakewalk on this ground. It's not that bad or that easy a pitch or that easy a ground to score in, especially with the bowling lineup that RCB has. But the RR batsman, oh, quick single, and Jadeja just makes it. If that would have hit, Jadeja was gone. Rajat Patidar had a shy at that one solid stump, but couldn't make it. Risky single, not required in this situation from Jadeja. But had committed to it, had to complete it. There was no going back. Oh man. Just a few yards away, Rajat Patidar from the stumps. Could have almost flown across and taken the stumps off himself. But again, Patidar is no jaunty roads. Another single. Dhruv Jurel moves on to 51 at the end of the 14th over. One more ball to go, actually. RR is 162 for 4. Alright, last ball of the over. Will there be a wicket here? Just a single. Easily guided to third man by Ravindra Jadeja. Again, hit the subscribe button if you're watching the stream. Don't forget to like it as well. We'll be doing more of these as and when we can. Just checking to see. Hit the subscribe button if you're watching the stream. If the live stream is like it as well as intended. We'll be doing more of these. There it is. So after 14 overs, RCB was 125 for 7. They made quite the comeback because they bat pretty deep with Romario Shepherd and the impact player Venkatesh Iyer coming in and playing that incredible knock. And well supported by Romario Shepherd as well, who's been consistent across the last couple of matches. But almost no match to the show that has been put on by the top three batsmen of Rajasthan Royals. Ooh. Inside edge misses the leg stump but goes to short fine leg, and Hazelwood cuts it across. Through Jarrell, 6 4s, 2 6s. Most of his shots along the ground, very few lofted drives, just pure classic textbook batting. Not IPL standard by any means, but a treat to watch. Almost reinventing how he plays. Another beautiful cut from Dhruv Jurel, and the ball just races away to deep point. Just guiding it through. Abhinandan tried to pitch it wide. Dhruv Jurel made some room for himself and just glided it through to deep point and pierced that gap between the point fielder and the fielder at third man. Ooh, close call. Will that be a wide? Yes, called a wide. That was a very close one. Abhinandan has been quite expensive as well. In 2 overs, he's gone for 45 runs, which is 20 runs per over. It's a proper thrashing. Ooh, edge and flies past the first slip. Jitesh Sharma tried. Jitesh Sharma stretched, but couldn't get it. Could there be enough? Could there have been a first slip? I don't know, but that was a half chance. Ordinary delivery, slower one. Rujarel was slow to pick it up. Just swung at it, tried to hit it through the covers. Gets the outside edge and misses Jitesh Sharma. Pulled once again from through Jarrell, goes straight to the fielder at square leg. RCB's first away game, and this is at Guwahati. They've won the first two. They of course want that momentum to keep going. Virat Kohli has worn some cool shades in this game. I haven't seen them in those shades before. Ooh, that's a wide. Wide down leg, not helping RCB's cause by any means. But through Jarrell. Surely could be the player of the match if he takes RR through, but where of SURYAVANSHI? What a player. Chai wala, what a player. I don't know the chai wala, but what a guy. Just making ordinary work out of some serious bowlers, some professional premium bowlers. 78 of 26 Vaibhav Suryavanshi. I mean, just smashed it out of the park. Mostly hooks and pulls and lofted drives. 78 of 26 is something. It'll surely be a close call if RR sees this through between Dhruv Jurel and Vaibhav Suryavanshi for the man of the match. Yes, Vaibhav Suryavanshi did set the tone, but if Jurel takes them through, he could be a strong contender for the player of the match as well. RCB struggling, like they have no idea sort of what to do here. Two side batsmen, even if they take a couple of wickets, you still have Donovan Ferreira and Jofra Archer to come in after this, who can still bat. And when you need less than a run a ball, just 25 runs of 30 balls required, it's a pretty sure shot victory for RR from this point, unless a miracle happens. And because RCB is out of options now, they are looking at Romario Shepherd for some inspiration. Will they get that inspiration? They have to get it sooner than later. Dhruv pulls one again, straight to the fielder at mid wicket. I think the fair play awards in the IPL don't make any sense anymore. Like, sure, sure, you should play fair and play ethically, but I think it's just another sponsorship integration for the IPL. Pretty clinical from Rajasthan Royals. Vaibhav Suryavanshi is in the dugout, smiling, having a chat with the coaches, the management, and just completely relaxed. It's on again to deep cover. Josh Bethel feels that one. Just a single. That's all they need to do. 22 required of 27. Even if they have one slow over here, they're very comfortable in this chase. Thanks to the batting of Dhruv Jurel and Yashasvi Jaiswal. Alright. So 181 for 4 RR after 15.4 overs. Straight down the ground. Dhruv Jurel takes the first one quick, and Jadeja wants the second. Comes back for the second. Suryavanshi has hit Jasprit Bumrah for those sixes, has even hit Bhuvneshwar Kumar and Josh Hazelwood. I mean, these are not ordinary bowlers by any means. These are the best in the world. Just that bat swing is something else. I'd be interested in seeing what that bat speed looks like and comparing that with someone like Virat Kohli or other big hitters, even a Tim David or a Romario Shepherd in this RCB squad. Alright, the timeout is taken, much needed from RCB. Very little to strategize from here on, just 18 required of 24. Seems to be an open and shut game. But but yeah, coming back to the point of Suryavanshi, I'd be interested in knowing what that bat swing looks like. What are those speeds? Just noticing where he holds the bat, he holds it, he has a little bit of a high grip where you see the top edge of the bat and where his gloves come in, there's a little bit of a gap, a little more than what you'd see the conventional grip of any sort of ODI batsman or test playing batsman. Obviously, in T20 cricket, you need to hit the ball long and you need to hit those big sixes. So you play with that long grip. But, uh, but yeah, that swing is very interesting and just something out of this world. I think it's very natural to him, almost Yuvraj-esque when Yuvraj came in first into the scene, and even later on in his career when he hit those six sixes off of Stuart Broad in that first T20 World Cup in South Africa. Almost reminds you of that, but I feel this swing is even more naturally flowing. Just doesn't have a pause. It's a high bat lift, but doesn't have a pause in between. Swings freely and swings in full flow, and completes the whole arc that the bat would naturally make. So, so yeah, Vaibhav Suryavanshi has lit this IPL on fire. Looking at the bowling lineup of RCB, I mean, everyone has gone for runs except Romario Shepherd and Krunal Pandya, but Krunal Pandya has finished his set of overs, so who else can bowl? And I think with 4 overs to go, RCB is struggling, right? Bhuvaneshwar Kumar has one, Abhinandan Singh has one. Tim David is a part timer, you wouldn't expect him to bowl. Romario Shepherd has three. It's likely going to be two from Romario, one from Abhinandan, and yeah, Bhuvaneshwar Kumar comes on to bowl that 17th over. So yeah, it'll probably be two from Romario, one from Abhinandan, and Bhuvi seems to be wrapping up his quota of overs here. Bhuvaneshwar Kumar bowled really well in the first two matches. Has gone for a plenty in this one, thanks to the exploits of Vaibhav Suryavanshi. Just breathtaking batting. I think it's pretty sure, short and simple from here on for RR. They just need to keep rotating strike and taking those singles, and that's what they're exactly doing. First two balls of the 17th over, two easy singles. Jurel seems to be cramping a little bit. Is it the heat in Guwahati or has he injured himself? Or seems to have lost his footing when they ran the first two runs in this over, or the first two runs of the first ball of this over. Lost his footing and I think pulled a cramp. Yep, hamstring. seems to have hit or landed in a weird or awkward position. Jorel. We have an interesting lineup coming your way this weekend. It's first PBKS versus SRH tomorrow, and then we have I think Mumbai Indians, or sorry, Chennai Super Kings take on Delhi Capitals. Chennai Super Kings struggling in this IPL, haven't managed to win even a single match, and similarly SRH has lost two and only won one. But yeah, they're just showing the swing of Suryavanshi, like I talked about, and that six he hit of Jasprit Bumrah just flicked it such at such a rapid pace and made sweet connection, and that ball went out of that crowd. What a guy! Need to stop talking about Suryavanshi a little bit here because I seem to almost being fanboying about him just based off of the kind of player that he is. Alright, 188 for 4, 16.3 overs completed. Dhruv Jurel set at 69 of 36, Jadeja set at 22 of 23. Exactly what he needed to do. A runner ball in any other IPL match should be considered an average showing, but Jadeja has played well, or played exactly to his standards or his natural way of playing the game. This might be talked about less, but Dhruv Jurel's straight drive, the elegance in that, he just presents a full face, hits it so cleanly down the ground, high elbow, presenting the full face, and Bhuvi seems to be struggling here as well. Another wide. Oh, not called a wide. Will he take the review? He's thinking, he's thinking, he's thinking. I mean, he really doesn't need to, but he does take it. That was a close one. I thought it was just on the right of the blue line, and that should be a wide if that's the case, but the umpire didn't think so. I mean, only 12 of 20 required here. It's pretty much a cakewalk for RR from here. Also, Dhruv Jurel gave himself some room here, so I don't think it will be a wide because it is just on the line. And because Dhruv Jurel made some room for himself, he may have thought that he had to stretch a lot to get to that one and sort of miscalculated it there in terms of the review, but it's not going to make much of a difference here. Again, that straight drive. Most of his singles have come through mid on or long off with those straight punches against the fast bowlers. So yeah, RR seems to be well on their way to another victory. 4 back-to-back wins. Couldn't have wanted a better start to this IPL for the Rajasthan Royal franchise. They'll be a happy camp out there with Sangakkara leading them as coach this season. All of their strategies, all of their tactics have worked for them, at least in the first four matches. And I'm not going to say it again. The star of that has been none other than the 15-year-old from Bihar, Vaibhav Suryavanshi. Looks so casual, looks so composed, relaxed. Obviously, they're in that position to be relaxed, but even when he's batting, he says he's nervous a little bit, but doesn't seem to show it at all while he's in the middle. Just 10 required of 17 balls. Romario Shepard comes on for his second over, and Jadeja again plays it to third man. Tried to cut it, wanted to hit it a little more towards square leg, but ends up, because of the pace on the ball, just cutting it to the third man boundary where Josh Hazelwood stops it and restricts it to a single. I mean, what else could RCB have done against that batting from Suryavanshi? I I don't know. It's almost at that stage where you hope you get that quick wicket of a Vaibhav, and then you can bowl naturally or calmly and follow your strategies for the other batsmen. Because with Vaibhav Suryavanshi, regardless of what they tried, whether it was the spinner, there was different types of deliveries, change of pace, bowling different lengths, nothing worked. That was a casual fielding effort from Hazelwood. So Ravindra Jadeja lofts it to third man, but the ball stops right in front of Josh Hazelwood, but he doesn't even go for it. Just cuts it across and manages to avoid the four, but could have at least tried. Body language tells you from here on. And that's flicked from Dhruv Jurel for a six. Is that the game? Almost. Just one run required. Rajasthan Royals are well on their way. Just one run required. Scores are level. This game is just almost done and dusted. So, who will be the man of the match or player of the match? Poor ball from Romario Shepard. Full toss on the hips. Just flicked past deep square leg. And that's it. Comfortable victory in 18 overs. Rajasthan Royals have chased down 202 in 18 overs at the Guwahati Stadium. Retain their top spot on the points table. Win by 6 wickets. Absolutely clinical performance from the Rajasthan Royals. Fantastic. Dhruv Jurel is all smiles. Body language, like I mentioned previously, of the RCB players obviously down. They were hit by the Suryavanshi Jurel bug today. All smiles for Jurel. Gives a thumbs up to the camera, and the dancers are at it. Handshakes all around, and yeah, Rajasthan Royals have won this pretty comfortably. So yeah, that wraps up this live stream. An interesting game. Will be interesting to see who is the player of the match between Dhruv Jurel and Vaibhav Suryavanshi. I would pick Dhruv Jurel just because he finished it. It's not about the number of runs. I think he just made, I think, a couple more runs than Suryavanshi. Suryavanshi made 78, whereas Dhruv Jurel made 81. Although the strike rate of Dhruv Jurel was a little lower than Suryavanshi, I think he just saw them through, didn't play any silly shots. Although Suryavanshi didn't play any silly shot to get out either, but that was just his natural flair and natural way of playing. So yeah, I think it'll be Dhruv Jurel for just taking it home. And what a guy this Suryavanshi person is, man. All right, that wraps up this stream. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked it, please hit the subscribe button and follow us for more. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one.